There was a man called Francis. Francis had a brother named Jackson. Jackson was married to a woman named Gift. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. They all lived in a small town together. Francis and Jackson were very close and did everything together. Gift was very kind and always made sure both men were happy. One day, Jackson had to leave for a work trip. I'll be gone for a few days, Jackson told Francis. Don't worry, I'll take care of Gift, Francis replied. Jackson smiled and left for his trip. Francis and Gift decided to spend time together while Jackson was away. They watched movies, played games, and talked. It was a fun evening, and they both had a lot of laughs. Gift cooked dinner, and they ate together. As the night went on, they both drank some wine. The wine made them feel very relaxed. After dinner, they decided to go to bed. Good night, Francis, Gift said, going to her bedroom. Francis also went to his room, but he was a little sleepy. After a while, Francis felt very tired. He accidentally walked into the wrong room. He didn't realize he was in Gift and Jackson's bedroom. Gift was already in bed and thought it was Jack. Francis climbed into bed beside her and fell asleep right away. Gift didn't notice anything strange because she thought it was Jackson. The two of them slept peacefully through the night. The next morning, Francis woke up early. He looked around and saw Gift next to him in bed. Wait a minute, Francis thought. This isn't my room. He quickly jumped out of bed. Gift woke up and looked surprised. Francis? What are you doing here? Gift asked, shocked. Francis's face turned red. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought I was in my own room, he said. Gift was also embarrassed. I thought you were Jackson, she said, looking down. Francis felt so embarrassed. He quickly ran out of the room and went to the guest room. Francis couldn't stop thinking about what had just happened. How could I have made such a big mistake? Tom wondered. He felt guilty for being in Gift's bed. Gift also felt uncomfortable but didn't know what to say. Later that day, Jackson came home from his trip. Francis and Gift were both nervous to see him. Francis was scared Jackson would be angry. Jackson didn't notice anything unusual and greeted them happily. I'm back. How was everything? Jackson asked. Francis and Gift both smiled awkwardly. Everything was fine, Gift said, trying to act normal. Francis stayed quiet, thinking about how to explain what happened. Later, after dinner, Francis knew he had to talk to Jackson. Jackson, I need to tell you something, Francis said nervously. Jackson looked at him with a smile. What's wrong, Francis? Last night, I made a huge mistake, Francis said. What happened? Jackson asked, looking concerned. Francis took a deep breath. I accidentally went into your room and slept in your bed with Gift. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. Jackson looked at Tom in silence for a few seconds. Francis felt like his heart was going to explode. It was a big mistake, Jackson, Francis continued. I thought I was in my own room. Jackson sighed and looked at Gift. Gift said, it was my fault too. I didn't realize it was Tom. Jackson then laughed. Well, I guess that was a funny mix-up. Francis and Gift both looked surprised. You're not angry? Francis asked. Jackson smiled. No, it was just a mistake. I know it wasn't on purpose. Francis felt a huge weight lift off his shoulders. I'm really sorry, Francis said. Jackson put his hand on Francis's shoulder. It's okay, Francis, it happens. Gift nodded and said, we are both sorry for the confusion. Francis smiled. Thank you for understanding. Jackson, Gift, and Francis all sat down together. They laughed about the strange mix-up. I guess this is one of those things we'll never forget. Gift said. Yeah, definitely, Francis agreed, still feeling a little embarrassed. The three of them talked and laughed for a while. They agreed not to talk about it again. Let's just forget about it and move on, Jackson said. Yeah, it's over, Gift added. The next few days went by as usual. Francis and Jackson continued their usual activities. Gift and Francis were careful not to make the same mistake again. They always checked the rooms before entering them. Jackson never brought up the incident again. Francis and Emily never mentioned it either. Time went on and everything went back to normal. Francis and Jackson stayed best friends. Gift was always kind and understanding. They all continued to spend time together. They enjoyed each other's company, laughing and joking. They knew that mistakes happen and it was important to forgive. The friendship between Francis, Jackson, and Gift stayed strong. They learned that misunderstandings don't have to end relationships. Everyone made mistakes, but what mattered was how they handled them. They moved forward and left the past behind. Francis felt relieved and happy that everything was okay. He was grateful for his brother's forgiveness. Jackson and Gift were thankful for Francis's honesty. They all became even closer after the incident. And from that day on, they all made sure to be more careful. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for more stories.